Students, so today our lesson is kind of going to be it is kind of going to be it is going to be a lesson about talking about delays, right? So we talked about our lesson 2 lessons ago. We talked about transit delays, right, for the red line on UTA, Utah Transit Authority. But now we're going to talk about what happens if you're on your way to work and there's a delay. There is a delay, and you have to call your manager and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but there is a delay. What do you talk about? What do you use to talk about it? I'm going to talk about that pretty much right now. So, talking about delays. So, the word delay can be two things. A delay can be a verb or a noun. So we're going to talk about it as a verb, an action word, something that you do. So when we use the word delay, right, this is the simple present form, delay. Then we can use present continuous, right? Delaying, delaying. I keep delaying my dentist appointment. You can do that. The other one is delayed, delayed. I have been delayed. So delayed as a verb, we can use the past tense, ed, because it's an action. So you can say delayed, delaying. So you can say, I have been delayed 30 minutes. Now remember we talked about this, or I sent you this lesson, right? Yesterday, we can say, I have been delayed, where we say, we use have and the be verb, the special be past verb, been, I have been, and then the past tense of the verb that we're using, I have been delayed. I have been delayed, because we're letting the person know, okay, when I say I have been delayed, it means that it just happened and it's gonna make me late, right? So it's something that happened in the past, right? An action that just happened, because we're talking about now. It's in the past, it's from a few moments ago, right? Say there was an accident on the road, and so your bus, the way it's driving, is blocked. So it just happened, but time keeps going, so it's in the past. So you call and you say, I have been, because it's the past, I have been delayed. I have been delayed 30 minutes. I have been delayed 30 minutes. So that's what you can call and say. Or instead of saying have been delayed, you can say I will be delayed 20 minutes. Now you might be thinking, this is not right. Why is she saying will be? Because that's future, but now it's saying past. So this one isn't really technically correct grammatically, but people use this all the time. I will be delayed. I will be delayed 20 minutes. So you can say I will be delayed, even though you're using will be, which is what we use for future tense. We're just saying I will be delayed. The delay will happen for 20 minutes. I will be delayed 20 minutes. Okay, the other way we can use the word delay is as a noun, right? So we can say there are multiple delays, and we use the S because it's plural. A delay is something that causes you to wait, right? So instead of being the verb to make people wait, this is the thing itself, the act of making people late or have to wait more time, the delay. So you can say there are multiple delays. You can call and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am going to be late. There are multiple, it means a lot, delays. Because the reason it's a noun is because you can say there is a delay. There is a delay. Kind of like how you can say there is a dog. You can say delay because dog is a noun. You can use delay as a noun. There is a delay. Okay, now when we talk about, What does that word mean in English? It means lots of things. So we can say about, like, this is something that is related. We are going to talk about delays today in our lesson. But it also means you can use the word about to mean it's kind of like a guess about. So somebody says, how many people are coming over tonight for dinner? And maybe you have kind of a almost an idea. So you say, oh, about 5 people, about 5. And it means that you don't know if there are exactly 5, exactly, but you know that it'll be a little bit more or maybe a little bit less. That's what about is. About. I will be about 10 minutes late. So when you call your boss and you're like, there is a delay, I will be about 10 minutes late. About. And the reason we say I will be is because it's the future, right? Even though we're talking to them right now in the moment, right? In the present, we're telling them, I will be there. I will be, meaning myself, my person, will get to work about 10 minutes late. Now you can say things like I will get to work about 10 minutes late, but this is a really easy short way to say it. Say I will be about 10 minutes late. I will be about 20 minutes late. The next word that I wanted to show you is the word, oh, it's a long one, approximately. Approximately. So this word is used all the time in English, all the time. You do not have to use it just for time. You can use it for measuring things. You can use it for lots of stuff. So you'll see that it ends in an ly, approximately. So the word itself is approximate. Approximate. It means almost and not certain. But when we add the ly, it turns it into a special English word called an adverb, which it means something that adds on to a verb that we use, approximately. Approximately. The other thing I wanted to show you is you'll see this word, approx. This is what we use to shorten the word in writing. We just write approx, just the first part of this word. And it just means the same thing. When people say, but sometimes people say this word, oh, it'll be approx 10 minutes. It's not super normal, but sometimes people will say it. And so instead of being confused, like, what does approx mean? Approx is approximately, approximately, and it means almost and not certain. So it means that when you say whatever it is you're saying, but you add the word approximately, it's telling the person you're talking to, the listener, to say, okay, they said approximately, so it means that it will be kind of this number, but it is not for sure. So I can plan on less or more. So what is the difference between saying I will be 10 minutes late to I will be approximately 10 minutes late? Now, approximately can be used in the same way as about. I will be about 10 minutes late. But sometimes you'll hear this. Maybe your manager calls you and says, Angelique, I am so late. There was a delay on 700 East, and I'm driving my car and I'm stuck in traffic. I will be approximately 10 minutes late. What she's saying is, I will be about 10 minutes late. It could be more than 10 minutes, it could be a little bit less than 10 minutes, but definitely at least around 10 minutes. So that's why it's different, because when you say, I will be 10 minutes late, it means that you know that it will take 10 minutes for you to get to work. So they can say, okay, if I can know that they will be here in 10 minutes, 10 minutes. But if you say, I will be approximately, it's like, oh, okay. So they could be a little bit less than 10, or they could be more than 10. Approximately is the same as about. I will be approximately 10 minutes late. I will be about 10 minutes late. Okay, so approximately. I am going to be approximately 20 minutes late. The train is delayed. Now, when we say approximately and we give a time, we also should say, if we're talking about a delay, tell them why there is a delay. Say, the train is delayed. The train is delayed. So instead of saying the train is late, you can't say that, but you could say delayed. It means that it is running late, delayed. It's running late. I am going to be approximately 20 minutes late. The train is delayed. Or if you're in your car and you're driving, you could say, I am going to be approximately 30 minutes late. There is a car accident on the I-15. You can say something like that. Or there is a car accident on Mario Capecchi Drive. You could say that. You could say that. So approximately or approx. Approx is the shortened word. But if you're saying it to somebody, you want to say approximately. If that's too big of a word, you can just say about. I am going to be about 20 minutes late. Okay, the last word that we're going to talk about today is this word right here. This word is ASAP. 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 What does ASAP mean? I will be there as soon as possible. That's what ASAP means. This word right here, ASAP, just means it's the first letter, whoop, whoop, ASAP. That's the other thing. The other English speakers will say ASAP or ASAP. I will be there as soon as possible. So it takes the first letter of each of these words. As, A, soon, S, A, as, A, and then possible is P, ASAP or ASAP. So instead of saying, I will be there as soon as possible, you can say, I will be there ASAP, right? So instead of saying, as soon as possible, right? That's a lot of words. You could just say ASAP, and that's what it means. As soon as possible. It means I will be there the moment I can. It's not saying, I'm going to take my time. It's saying I am doing everything I can to get to work. So I will be there when I get there. You don't have to worry that I'm being, going and getting a coffee and taking a long time to come back. It's ASAP, like as soon as I can come back, when I can come to work, I will be at work. That's what it means. So ASAP, or you can say ASAP, spell it ASAP. So I will be there ASAP. I will be there ASAP. The other thing you want to use with this word when you're calling and telling somebody is that you want to make sure that you tell them the time. Because if you say, I'll be there as soon as possible, they need to know at your work, or if you're going home, right, for dinner, they need to know, is as soon as possible an hour late, or is it only 10 minutes? So when you say ASAP, you also want to add on what you think the time will take. So you could say, I am thinking it will be approximately 10 minutes. Or you could say, I am thinking it will be approximately 20. Ooh, that's a big two. Okay, 20 minutes. So you can say, I am thinking it will be 10 minutes. I will be 10 minutes late. Or I will be there as soon as possible. I will be there ASAP. I will be there ASAP. The delay is 10 minutes, right? The delay is 20 minutes. The delay is 30 minutes, or I am delayed 20 minutes. So these are the ways that we can talk about things that we aren't expecting, right? When we're trying to go from home to work or from work to home or to see friends, to let people know that we're going to be late because of a delay, a delay. So, good. That's it for today. And I will see you in the next lesson.